Good evening. My name is Tyler. Could I please have your name?
My name is Nguyễn Luong.
Do you have your candidate number?
Um,
Can I see your ID?
I'll give you.
Where are you from?
I'm from Hóc Môn, Hồ Chí Minh, Vietnam.
What do you do?
At the present, I am a student at a high school of Điểm, Hóc Môn.
Okay, let's start with part one. What is your country famous for?
My country is pretty famous for culture and food. I guess that the most well-known food when foreigners come here is pho. This is a traditional food, and when foreigner comes to Hanoi, people there usually make pho at a very different flavor, and it attracts many foreigners here.
Where do you live in your country?
My hometown is in the central of Vietnam, but at the present I'm living in Ho Chi Minh City, which is in the south.
What's your favorite kind of weather?
Well, I pretty like rainy days because I am allergic to the sunshine, so I pretty hate when I have to go out when the sun is too shining, or every day when I go to school or hang out with my friends, I have to wear a lot of coats and hats and glasses, and it's really annoyed me.
Is there any type of weather you really don't like?
As I said, I really hate sunny days because of my allergy.
Does the weather affect people's lives in your country?
Well, I believe they are. In my country, in the central and the north area, they usually have 4 seasons. And the residents there, they usually work or hang out with a good mood because they have rainy seasons and warm weather. But in the south, every season is really sunny, and it affects our emotion because when you go out with sunshine and you are in a bad temper, you may very annoyed with everything people around you do, I guess.
Okay, and what do you do in your free time?
I usually use my spare time to watching films, especially documentary, and listening to music, some no lyrics, in order to focus on my homework or something else.
Okay, let's go on to part 2. There's a paper and a pen.
Thank you.
Okay. You have 1 minute to prepare. Your time starts now. Okay, 1 minute's finished. You can start.
Well, today I would like to tell you about a very important person from my country history. He is Ho Chi Minh, As you know that the city where we live in is named after him. And I must say that he's a very good leader of Vietnam because at a very young age, he decided to go to another countries like France or America because they have good technology and like a good way to lead their country into a more developed country. And he is the Prime Minister of Vietnam at the period of about before 1975. And Vietnamese usually called him as the father of Vietnam because of his significant role in our history. And about the military aspect, he led a lot of important campaigns. For example, in the April of 30th, 1945, when we called it the Independence Day of Vietnam, he's the leader of that event, and he's the one who read the document which informed the residents and also the whole world about the existence of Vietnam in the worldwide map. And many politicians or lawyers of all the world is very respect of him, especially I must say that especially the Soviet Union or Russia right now. President Putin of Russia have very good relationship with us, and he really respects our leader. And I think that from Ho Chi Minh, I can learn that we have to be confident and do what we think that is right. And we have to dream of helping our country to be more developed and help the world to be better and peaceful. Yes.
Okay, very good. Let's go on to part 3. In what way are people's attitudes to money different to previous generations?
Well, first I must say that each generation have different economic problem. For example, in our history, the life of the resident is very poor, and civil wars and then other countries change a lot in Vietnam economy. And in the past, for example, my parents or my grandparents, they have to work really hard in order to earn their livings. And as you know, in Vietnam, we have to suffer from a very long period that the woman is not very significant in the social. So, and each family have too much children, so that parents and grandparents have to go out to work and feed their children and so on. But nowadays we have almost enough of things. We have we were born and we have house. We have we even have a better school than our parents, and we learn how to manage our finances. Like me, I was in grade 11, but I know that in the future I would dream of going to which school, and I look forward to it, and my parents give me enough conditions to make my dreams come true. So I think it's the biggest difference in my generation and the previous one.
Now that paper money is hardly ever used, how has this changed our relationship with money in general?
Well, I must say that the enhancement of technology makes paper money becomes a little bit useless. Most developed countries nowadays, they usually use QR code in order to pay for their items, or some a credit card. And Like we don't have to use our wallets or bring a big case to put our money in when we have to go to deal with somebody. But from my opinion, I believe that we cannot deny the benefits of paper money because many countries are not enough developed to use credit cards. For example, my country or some poor country, for example, in Africa, people are too poor to have like such big banks and like use bitcoins or cards in order to pay or to use for their daily life. For example, you want to buy some snacks or some food in the market, you cannot use cards or another like artificial ways to pay for that. So paper money is also very useful in our life.
Some people believe that online shopping has brought only benefits to our lives. Would you agree?
Well, if the statement is that online shopping bring benefits, I would agree. But if it bring only the benefits, I would definitely opposed to it, because like when you go online to buy something, for example clothes, you cannot try it on, so you cannot like know that does it fit you, or even in some like stuffs like food, you cannot buy online because maybe the time is too long and the food may ruin. And for example, some people, they create their fake account in order to like they say that they are purchasing online, but actually they want to get your money, and then the account will be blocked and you cannot get your money back. So I think that online shopping may bring a lot of benefits, like we can choose varieties of items, but it may bring many disadvantages too. So we must balance both online and offline shopping.
Okay, last one. How important is it that people learn to manage their finances better?
Well, I must say that nowadays money plays a very important role. Actually, in every generation, money plays an important role. But in the past, our parents do not have enough conditions to like have a course to learn how to manage their finance. So they just earn their living, and then they earn and earn in order to make their children's life better. But as my age now at school, I think that there are enough teachers and also maybe some psychologists and so on. They have some lectures online and even go to each class to tell us about how to manage our finance. And I guess at the age of maybe 10 or 11, children started to use their money. They have to go hang out with friends or like go on some activities of their school. So they have to know how to use their money in a good way, not to waste it in shopping or like in some bad items. And learning how to manage our finances helped us to like be more successful in life, because if you are you worked in a big company, you can see that all the CEO or the manager there, they live very like modest. So I think that learning how to manage our finances is very important.
Okay, very good. We finished.
Thank you.
See you.